Hi everybody, this is Vasu DJ. Welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I am going to discuss about measures of central tendency. In that, the three measures, that is mean, median and mode. So before going to know about the measures of central tendency, we should know what is central tendency of a score. That means in the given set of a score, there will be a score in which all the scores are clustered. Such a tendency of a score is called central tendency. If we, after collecting the data, if tabulate frequency distribution table we have to prepare, then we will see that how the scores are. Okay, some scores are clustered in one type. Okay, among around one particular score. This tendency, this characteristics of the score that we call as a central tendency of a score. Now, to identify, to understand this, the characteristics of this scores, we have to use certain measures. So that we call a measures of central tendency. Those are the mean, median, and mode. These are the three measures of central tendency. Now let us discuss one by one. The first one is mean. We can call that arithmetic mean also. So here that is represented by m. Sometimes x, capital X also we are using. Now what is arithmetic mean? So arithmetic mean is the best known and most widely used measure of central tendency. So from group data, the arithmetic mean is the measure resulting from dividing the sum of the scores in distribution of by the number of scores here. Here m equals sigma x by n, where x is a score. Okay, whatever the score that we have to add, and we have to divide it by total number of scores, then we get a mean. So this is ungrouped data. So there n is number of scores in series, and summation, that is stand for sum of the scores. Thus the arithmetic mean are more simply the mean of a score. That is, suppose here for example 93, 90, 89, 88 and 86. That means if we add all, so and divided by the total 5 scores are there. Okay, if you add all, we'll get 4. 46 by 5 will get 89.2. That is the mean of the given scores. Now for there is a ungrouped data that we have to use that formula. But here for group data, which formula we have to use means sigma fx by n. Okay, that means f means the frequency of each class interval after frequency preparing the frequency distribution table. Okay, so we have to find the midpoint. So that is x is the midpoint of the class interval, as usual n is total number of frequencies. If you multiply f and x and add all f and x, we will get sigma fx. Then we have to divide by total number of frequency, we will get a mean. This is the formula to find the mean for group data. Now second measure of central tendency is the median. What is median? A median is the average position. It is often called as counting average. That means the median is the point below which 50% of the scores lie. It is the middle item of the series. It is exactly of the total series. It is a point, not a score. So these are the some meaning and definition of the median. Now how we can find the median for the score? We will use some scores. How we can find the median for this score? So that means we have first one, we have to arrange the 7 scores. Here 7 scores are there. So we have to arrange properly. Here 24, 21, 30 is there. But we have to arrange from starting 18 with the least one. So increasing order that we have to write 18, 21, 24, 27, 28, 30 and 30. That's two repeated scores. Now here the median is 27. How? That means, so here 18, 21, 24 and 20, this side right side 28, 30 and 30. So middle item of here is the given, the middle item of the series. Whatever the series, we have to arrange it properly and we have to identify which is the middle score. That will become the median of the given scores. So that is the even odd number. So here, suppose the median is the scores 24, 21, 30, 18, 17, 27, 28. So any is even number. Their odd number is okay. In middle we can, but here in even number, what we can do that. So here, as usual, orderly we have to arrange, and then you take the middle scores 24 and 27. So if we take adding and taking the average, whatever we will get, that is the median of the given score. Okay, if it is the scores are in even number, then we take a middle two numbers. Okay, here 24 and 27 is the middle two numbers. We have to add and we have to take the average. We will get the median. Here 24 plus 27, that is 51, divided by 2, that is 25.5 is the median. This is how we have to identify or find the median of the given score when it is even number. Or here in shortly n plus 1 by 2 measure in order of size. Now for grouped data, that is ungrouped data, very easy we can, but here how to calculate the median for the grouped data, because we have the frequency distribution table. So for that, how we can calculate, which formula means here the median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus f by fm into I. So this is the formula we have to use for grouped data. Now here what is L? L is the lower limit of the class interval where the median lies. Then N, no total number of frequencies. F, cumulative frequency or sum of the frequency below which median lies. So IFM is the frequency of the class interval in which median lies. So I is the size of the class interval. Now come to here mode. The third measure is the mode. What is mode? The crude or empirical mode is the most frequently occurring score in the distribution. Whatever the scores are given, so some scores are repeatedly, we are seeing repeated one. Okay. So which score is repeated? Mode. So that score is called a mode. Okay. So the most often repeated score is called mode. Here the example 66, 68, 69, 70, 70, 70, 71, 72, 71, 72, 73. These are the scores they given. So here the most often repeated score is 70. Here 71 is also repeated, but only 2 times. But here 70 is repeated 3 times. Therefore, most oftenly repeated score is 70. So mode of this scores is 70. So the above set of scores, and only one value has a mode, therefore it is called unimodal. So in any given set of score, only one score is repeated 3 times or more than 2 times. That is called a unimodal. Okay. If 2 scores are repeated, then we say distribution is bimodal. If it is 3, trimodal, etc. So here 6 also repeated, 10 also repeated. Therefore, 6 and 10 are called the bimodal. So, how we can calculate the mode? So, there for ungrouped data like that we can identify which is the mode. But here for grouped data, so mode we can calculate mode equals 3 median minus 2 mean, and multiply the 3 my median by 3, and we have to take difference from mean 2 mean. Okay, so mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. By using this we can identify. First we have to find out the mean, then median, then we have to use this formula to find the mode for the given distribution. But without mean and median also we can find that we can calculate the mode for given distribution. How we can? By using the formula. So here now direct formula is there, that is mode equals L plus Fm minus F1 divided by 2Fm minus F1 minus F2 into I. Okay, this is a direct formula we can use to calculate the mode for given distribution. Now L, lower limit of the class interval where the mode lies, and here Fm is the frequency of the class interval where the mode lies, and F1 is the first frequency, the frequency before frequency in which mode lies, and F2 is the second frequency after frequency in which mode lies. Now I is the size of the class interval. So by using this formula, we can calculate the mode for given distribution directly. Anyone, if they give the mean and median, we can use this formula. Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. If not given directly, we can use this the formula. Mode equals L plus Fm minus F1 by 2 Fm minus F1 minus F2 into I. This formula we are used to calculate the mode. That's about the three measures of central tendency, the formula, that is just theory of that. I hope you understood. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Please like it and subscribe it and share it. Thank you.